Ladies and gentlemen, the OTK/Mizkif drama that took place a couple of months back has recently had an update. I know, I completely forgot about it too. It's just such an absurd situation. Now, believe it or not, I did acknowledge the absurdity of the situation, but it gets even more absurd, boys and girls. Now, as many of us, I'm sure, are fully aware, Mizkif is the owner of OTK. OTK is also, for those of you that don't know, a streamer organization. Kind of like FaZe Clan, but not focused as much on gaming. Now, Mizkif is the owner, like I said, of OTK, and obviously owns the Twitter account and any other social media presence that OTK has online. Now, this is going to be very important to remember for later on in the video. Just keep that in mind. Put a bookmark on that. Now, a few months back when all of this drama had initially transpired, Mizkif or OTK or both of them, I don't quite remember, so don't quote me on that, stating that OTK would be launching and funding a private investigation to look into everything that had been taking place. Now, even before the ironic announcement came out that they'd be investigating themselves on crimes, this situation had already taken the internet completely by storm. It was a super serious situation that I don't think any of us ever would have expected to take place on the internet. You know, we have our degenerate stories, our degenerate tales and stuff like that, but covering up flat out SA, dude, like, anyways, you guys get the point. This is something we'd never seen before. Enough recap. Now, actually, before we get into this tweet, I just want to draw attention to the fact that this was an incredibly super serious situation. It was unlike anything we'd ever seen on the internet before. It was a situation of somebody putting on a mask and presenting themselves as one thing to the public, and then going behind closed doors and being a disgusting, vitriolic motherfucker. But it was treated like any other internet drama. Everybody had completely forgotten about this situation up until OTK made this update tweet. Anyways, we'll go ahead and read that update tweet now. Actually, what am I thinking? I'm getting way ahead of myself. Let's go ahead and actually cover the tweet that they came out with a couple of months ago before they went radio silent, where they announced that they would be investigating themselves. To the OTK community, when OTK was formed nearly 2 years ago, we strived to create a gaming organization that embodied our values as creators, gamers, and individuals. Yesterday evening, a series of clips and content surfaced relating to one of our founders, the founder. Due to the seriousness of what's been brought forward, we have begun the process of contracting a third-party legal organization to investigate the issue in detail. A third-party legal organization. That sounds really biased, if you ask me. Like, I don't understand why if you're in a situation like this, you wouldn't just get, like, the police involved, the police to investigate a truly unbiased source. Anyways, in the meantime, Mizkif has been placed on leave and will be stepping away from his organizational duties pending the results of the investigation. So the dude pretty much put himself on paid leave. Okay, cool. OTK strongly condemned sexual harassment and bigotry of all forms. Wow, hot take. Really glad you guys were brave enough to come out and speak out against sexual harassment, assault, and bigotry after quite literally covering up a sexual assault. Well, I mean, the bigotry is not a big deal. If you want to be a bigot, I'll just tell you to go fuck yourself. But the other two is like, oh my god, what a strong stance. What a truly brave thing to come out and say online. We appreciate your support and patience during this time, and we'll provide updates as we receive them. So, like I mentioned, that was the tweet that they came out with a couple of months ago. Pretty much made them a laughingstock to the entire fucking online presence. And then they made themselves a laughingstock again by coming out with a tweet about a week ago, as I'm recording this video, I think, which we'll go ahead and take a look at now. An update to our community. Oh, Jesus, that's a lot, dude. On September 20th, OTK began the process of contracting a third-party law firm to investigate the conduct and allegations made against one of our founding members, Mizkif. We proceeded to retain Jackson Walker LLP, one of the largest and most experienced neutral investigative firms in our state. The scope of the investigation was to determine whether or not Mizkif attempted to cover up or minimize a... Wait, didn't he admit to it? Didn't he not literally admit to it? I may be mistaken there. Let me know down below, but didn't he, like, literally admit to it, or at least incriminate himself to a point where it's undoubtedly the case? The scope of the investigation was to determine whether or not Mizkif attempted to cover up or minimize a sexual assault allegedly committed by one of his former roommates. Jackson Walker is guaranteed free reign to gather all relevant facts, interview witnesses, and advise OTK as to whether evidence supported the allegations. Mizkif was placed on unpaid leave for the duration of the investigation. I don't believe that for a second. He's been streaming since then, has he not? Again, a lot of hearsay coming from me in this video because I just don't pay attention to Twitch, but I'm fairly certain he would have been streaming since all of this took place, so that's not unpaid leave. And when he owns the organization, he's definitely getting some form of salary, so that's bullshit. There's absolutely no way this dude was on unpaid leave from a company that he owned. I just don't buy it. According to Jackson Walker's investigation, Investigations Council did not find direct evidence that Mizkif attempted to minimize or cover up sexual assault as alleged. Dude, wow. It's like, source trust me, bro. Hey, look, this happened, and guess what? We're innocent. And you guys will never be able to know one way or the other, but that's what happened, and we're innocent. This is pathetic, dude. Nevertheless, OTK believes that Mizkif has shown a callous disregard towards the severity of sexual misconduct and racial prejudice in our space. Racial prejudice? What? Where did that come from? I mean, I'm all for this guy being like borderline f***ing Lucifer, but racial prejudice? Where did that come from? His statements regarding these matters on his comeback stream on October 11th demonstrated a lack of empathy and ignorance towards the seriousness of the situation and the impact that his conduct has on our community. Keep in mind, he's making this statement, right? He owns this company. He runs the Twitter account. We know this because Roblox recently quote tweeted something that OTK said. Actually, it was this statement in particular, and Mizkif then went on to block him on both the OTK account and his own personal Twitter account. So we know he owns this account. We know he's posting this. I'd be willing to put large amounts of money on the fact that he wrote this up on a Google Doc and then put it on this graphic or whatever. This guy's so far up his own ass, it's f***ing insane. Due to his actions, the OTK board of directors has suspended Mizkif from his board duties effective immediately, and he will be placed on monitored probation until he demonstrates to the board that he is capable of upholding our organization's values. His status as an OTK member has otherwise been reinstated. Welcome back, Mizkif. Thank you, Mizkif. OTK stands firmly against sexual harassment and bigotry of all forms, and is committed to upholding its core values of equality, respect, and inclusivity. Shut the fuck. If you need to go online in front of millions of people and say that you firmly stand against harassment, assault, and all these other things, you fucked up. You did something wrong, okay? We appreciate the support of our community throughout this process, and will continue working tirelessly to ensure our organization is one you can be proud of. That's so corny, dude. Holy shit, that's corny. What else is there even really to say about this situation, fellas? We pretty much already went through it all. I'm happy with how this video ended up turning out because we were able to cram pretty much all of the necessary information into the video. I was able to squeeze in the fact that obviously he fucking owns this Twitter account that he's making a statement about himself on, and I don't know, this guy's just kind of a degenerate scumbag that hides behind the persona of mega popular Twitch streamer who couldn't do any wrong, and he's getting away with it. Like, I was watching a lot of the content relating to this whole situation back when it was like super trending, and I remember watching one call in particular where Destiny reacted to like a secret call or something. I don't remember exactly the circumstances, but it was a call that was not on stream, it wasn't in a video, it was a call that somehow Destiny got his hands on, and it was never public before this. And there were so many situations while he was arguing with Trainwrecks in that clip that he basically screws himself over and tells everybody, yeah, I was like basically covering this up and trying to silence this woman from coming out about a traumatic experience she had been through. And he is literally getting away with it. I'm not big on internet cancellation. I don't think anybody should have their platform taken away from them, Mizkif included. But the thing is, dude, is just watch. Just watch. After this statement was released, he's still gonna have 10, 20, 30,000 live viewers in his chat at a time. This isn't gonna have any impact on him. There's not going to be any negative public perception because, like I said at the start of the video, everybody, including myself, I'm not going to grandstand on the rest of you, forgot about this situation completely until they made a statement, until they made an update. They probably could have just stayed silent and nobody ever would have talked about it again. They didn't have to say anything realistically because everybody just fucking gave up on it. Everybody just forgot that it happened, and that's just what's going to happen again. Horrible things happen at the hands of mega popular internet creators. Everybody gets up in arms, completely forgets, and the cycle continues. I could go on a whole, societal rant about how your attention span and your constant overstimulation attributes to this and actually has an impact on other people's lives, but I won't. Well, I already did. Sorry. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like. If you are new around here, consider subscribing and turning notifications on. Go ahead and check out the comments and the description down below for my Twitter. Follow me over there. If you guys enjoy the content and want to support the channel even further, go ahead and click on one of the upcoming videos. It helps the channel out big time. And with all that out of the way, I'm out of here. Peace.